to proc it outside of your lane, right? And make it that you have to, and then you have to force people into the lane. Anyway, I think we've rattled on enough about why we think support is broken right now.
Yeah.
As Vitality will start up the Drake. Fleshy doing a good job of keeping anyone from G2 away from it, and it will be first dragon relatively early here, 6.5 minutes in.
And we're seeing the reward of the early game plays from Vitality. Like, Lince is up a full level nearly on Skumon. Actually, Skumon got quite a bit of XP from the Krugs, but still a big lead from Lince's. And with that, he's able to pick up the Drake completely uncontested. It's also due to just how much stronger Fleshy is. You can see him constantly kind of bullying out Labrov. And when you're playing the Shen into the Camille, you're not expecting to win the early game. It's mostly just about like kind of containing her.
Great engage there by Fiesta. Ignite Shockwave doesn't come out in time, and Fiesta gets first blood on Caps.
The Camille has not been contained as she now finds Caps. Caps tries to flash away, but is not able to get it. Has some trades in top now from Narco. Ooh, doesn't get the dismount. Skumon is in the area though.
And Narco's used the dominance. He's going to go over here, place a ward down, and should just be able to back out. I don't really feel that G2 wants to continue fighting this. Cap steps up to try and stop the recall.
Pretty
and then
greedy by
Fiesta,
Caps.
I mean, hits Abscond Abduct. That's a great engage from Fiesta.
I mean, Caps feels really safe because he has the pink ward in the bush below, and he has the ward in the river bush. But Fleshy paths around, and because, as you say, lands Abscond Abduct?
Abduct, yeah.
That's a crazy ability now.
It's a good one.
It's a pretty
we
good
have
one.
a lot of those doubles, you know, hookshot, wall dive, Abscond Abduct. Quickly, I know I said I talked enough about support. This is one of the reasons that Camille support is so broken, is the paranoia comes down. They'll chase on to Labrov, who tries to flash away, but there's the fear, there's the abduct out of the Abscond, and Fiesta's now 2-0. A charge in though from Broken Blade as he looks at the chase onto Fiesta. Fleshy trying to get across the wall, has no flash, hook shot's knocked up in the middle of it, and the dash back in with a Cataclysm. Skumon takes one, they're in a double cage! Fiesta locked in a cage of his own making. The glass walls of emotion won't let him escape as Skumon takes the shot down.
And I thought Labrov just made a mistake here. He walked a bit. Oh, I think Hansama might be Lince's? Oh, Hansama gets out. But Labrov is walking there, I think, because they've already made the call that Hansama will move up towards the grubs. So that starts the fight for G2. And normally, if Labrov just dies like that, it would always be a losing fight for G2. But because Hansama's there, Karsi has the ghost instead of the teleport, G2 are actually able to turn the play in their favor. But Vitality, they still get one grub, and they get a kill back, so I think they can still be relatively happy with this play. Well, not terribly sad.
Not terribly sad, I'll give you, because they have the kill before the play really begins, right?
That's true.
Labrov is running away. You can see Hansama's currently a tier 2 tower.
Yeah.
That's where Skumon is as well. So at this point, they have the kill.
Yeah, Karsi's also not pushing the bot wave because they're really not expecting Hansama to open here. And then once Hansama is here, Kled ultimate is able to run them down, and Fleshy's super close. I was surprised he didn't get the hookshot over the wall there, which leads him to go in, and then Fiesta's like, okay, I'll try to avenge you, my friend, but he doesn't quite have the damage to actually take down Hansama.
Yeah, Hansama flashing over the wall.
The tower here, actually, he has the support from Labrov, but still needs to worry a little bit about the paranoia. That's why he's not continuing to just hit the tower there.
Yeah, Fleshy also he's known to be in the area. That's a known bit of information for G2. And with him being level 6, doesn't want to get caught out by that Hexagon Ultimatum. And here it comes. Flash forward, Ultimatum, Paranoia coming in as they dive towards Caps, who does have the flash and gets out in time. Great Shadow Dash onto Lince's. Underneath the tower means he takes 2 shots and is sent home in a body bag. Fleshy next on the menu as the Cataclysm comes out from Skumon, locks him in place, and Fleshy, there's no wall there. Reaching for air and finds only his own death.
It's so deep from Vitality. Caps was respecting. He had the flash as well to get out, and G2 want to strike back onto Naknako as well.
Caps with a great TP. Naknako really not too much he can do here. Pops the Dominus, does have the flash. Oh, Shockwave only up in 7 seconds, but BB and Caps team up to find a kill on the enemy top.
Naknako tried to get away with the Dominus and the flash, but he just doesn't have the HP to do so. And I like that from Caps that he immediately TPs there after the play is finished. They don't go for the Herald as now. Fiesta might be in trouble as well. Has no flash.
They have so many teleports. Hansama's on his way up. Fiesta has no flash. He's stolen a Cataclysm, but he's locking himself in a cage. He still manages to take one down in Hell in a Cell. He'll fall forward. It's BB, in fact, that TP'd in instead of Hansama. And G2 find a slew of kills across the map.
Nice little outplayed from Fiesta there.
From Fiesta.
To get one back at least, but you're definitely seeing G2 with full domination on the map as they're utilizing these teleports. And Vitality, they have a lot of teleports as well, but they just haven't been able to really find the good place to be able to make use of them. The biggest advantage that G2 has in the teleport is the Hansama. over the Ghost, but Vitality are actually just doing the Drake.
That's why it's so good from Linces, from Fiesta, sorry, to take out Skumon, because they know there's no jungler up on the map. Vitality can hard force this, even with LeBron in the area. That will be their third Drake, put them on Soul Point in his mountain. And currently, you have to say, it's the new blood on Vitality that is keeping them in this game.
For sure. Fiesta is having a really good game as Broken Blade goes under tower just to get a trade here. I felt personal a little bit, just wanted to punch him.
I mean, I think hoping maybe Knuckle pops the Dominus early or something just to make sure you can survive, because Caps is here. There's a paranoia possibility from Linces, but still about 20 seconds on that CD.
Yeah, I really like this play from Caps. He decided to ignore the bot wave because it was so pushed in, and they're just trying to siege this top tower. But Vitality are already answering, trying to defend. The paranoia is up in 5 seconds, but Fiesta's already TPing in.
The Bob has Stand United. Rift Herald was started. TP from Han Summer as well, as they're going to meet flying through the air. Broken Blade has that Stand United on him. Shadow Dash tries to get on the backline, but Knuckle doesn't get torted up. Lenses still falls first, and now they'll dive onto Fiesta, who is isolated in the midst of 5 in G2. Very happily take his life. A charge forward as Vitality are charging to an early grave. Knuckle with the dominance doesn't dominate no one. Taken out by LeBron. Fletchy follows suit. Kazi the last man standing, and he wasn't even there.
And Vitality, again, they thought they could get the numbers advantage, but it's Hansama with the teleport. Carzzy can't join. Carzzy has still 0 kill participation in this game, because every time there's a fight, it's Hansama that can TP, and he's stuck. He's trying to walk. You can see him on the minimap that he's trying to match the player from Vitality, but they go for it so early. The paranoia is still on cooldown for 5 seconds, and he's able to get Broken Blade dismounted, but the Stand United from LeBron comes in. He lands the flash, actually doesn't land the taunt, but he's able to start the fight regardless for G2. And with the fact that you see Carzzy so far away, by the time he would get there, the fight is already completely lost for Vitality. It's just G2 are playing the map so much better than Vitality this game.
Entirely agree. We've seen it over the last 3 minutes or so. Petrifying Gaze flash from Carzzy, doesn't get the stun on the Hansama, who tries to trade back with a Hextech Ray. It's all a fight over the Rift Herald. The last couple of minutes have been there, but as you say, like G2 have been in so much crisper with how they wanted to play the map. Get a kill top, TP to bot for Caps, then TP Broken Blade to top side to catch out Fiesta, who's killing Skumon, give up the Drake, but then fight again as the Bob is caught out in a hexagon and made him. Carzzy will get his first kill, assist, or death on the board at 19.5 minutes, and still the Rift Herald survives. You've got 20 seconds before it's going to return into its burrow.
Fiesta kept the
should be able to take it, yeah.
Yeah. A little bit of an overstep from LeBron. He wanted to look for Flashy since he was so low, maybe cancel his recall, but he stepped a bit too far forward, and with that Vitality, get the Herald. It's still a 4,000 gold lead. Find either Caps or Hansama, picked off, one-shot them, and that's how they start the fight.
Oh, really nice jousting over the wall there. Stand United coming in as well as Flashy flashes away. Broken Blade flashes into the face of Carzzy, but Flashy's not saved by his Casio. Broken Blade's going to run away. LeBron can just dash across the wall. A not often seen mechanic there, jousting over terrain. Really nicely done by BB.
That's some nice Kled mechanics. He's definitely, I think he's going for that best Kled in the EU title, not
I mean, like, if we ever win Worlds, if BB ever wins Worlds, it's a Kled skin, okay? We know it already. It seems far-fetched, but you never know.
Yeah, I think Vitality now, they will definitely not be able to contest this Dragon.
Yeah.
They used the Petrifying Gaze on Carzzy as well, and G2 does have full control. I mean, Fiesta is posturing like they really want to try to contest here, but I think it would be a mistake from Vitality, but
they do have the Rift Herald as well. They could be contesting mid-prio.
Fiesta didn't get spotted.
Oh, nicely done by Fiesta. Sneaks into the bush, now jumps onto Hansama immediately. But where are the rest of Vitality? They're going to ride the Herald through the fight. Hexagon made him go into Hansama as well. Rift Herald coming in, Caps is here, and Fletchy's already dead. The Rift Herald charges through, but with the Cataclysm on the backline, Fiesta unable to get purchase really for the damage. Now trying to dash back in as Linces begins to open up. Skumon chasing Knuckle with Broken Blade. LeBron having to flash across the wall. Caps getting chased down towards the bottom side. Abscond, abduct. Does Fiesta have enough? Not quite. As Skumon joins in the top side of the fight. And even though Fiesta found a good engage, Vitality are just too far behind.
That was a really nice creative flank, but Vitality weren't able to have a real follow-up. Hansama lived for so long, and the fact that they were able to take him down, but then it didn't have enough damage to take down Caps. As the fight is continuing here, BB might have stepped too far forward.
TP behind. BB needs to get the pocket pistol out, tries to remount, can't get there. Knuckle with a K in his pocket, a grand to the good. The question is, can he keep it and go back to Boris, or will he be sent home in a coffin? I think the answer's looking more coffin-shaped as the seconds go on. He tries to walk around the side here, but Caps is on the chase. A slice. Ooh, he does flash. There's the blast cone.
The problem is if he dies now, that's match for G2, but Fiesta's TPing.
Fiesta doesn't want to let a Crocodilian down. He said, see you later, alligator, and he's trying to make that happen as Cap splashes the wall. Move is better, but the sun, the shockwave does not connect, and now Fiesta running for his life. Lince is here to try and protect as Shockwave brings Fiesta back, and it's a party on the top side of the map as the Hextech Storm comes out. G2 take 2 kills. And as you said, Jack, that's probably a Baron to boot.
Yeah, Fiesta wanted to be the hero for Vitality. Save Knock-Knocko, turn the play around. I think if he gets the Shockwave on Caps, maybe there's a world there where they're able to take him down. But with both members from Vitality dying, Linces does have the paranoia, he does have the flash, but it's so difficult for any of the Vitality members to really run in here. Maybe Fleshy can get a ward.
Yeah, just chuck the ward down and hope, right?
Yeah, but I think if G2 is such a disciplined team, they're not going to give you this opportunity. It would be very funny if they do now, but...
Congrats to Hansama, 2,500 kills here in EU. He reaches that milestone. G2 secure the Baron well, and they're looking to secure an extra couple hundred gold on top of it. Fleshy will fall to Lebrov, 202. And now Linces uses the paranoia defensively. Needs to try and walk away from BB. Dives across all the way to Lebrov. Okay, I did not see that one coming, and nor did the Shen support. Meanwhile, Nako tries to step up, and Skewmon puts him into the dirt. Hansama now being protected as Fiesta goes in. The Shockwave pulls him back. A flag, a drag, a slice, a dice, enough. As Fiesta dies for the 6th time this game, and G2 with a 7,000 gold lead continue to push through top. Kazi locked in a cage. Linces is going to be locked in the afterlife in a second. Kazi trading on Skewmon, but Skewmon has enough to survive through it. Another flag, another drag, another Vitality death.
It's a massacre right now. G2 are just kind of playing with their food. Some of the fights are relatively close, but you can see how much stronger G2 are across the board as they continue racking up kills. It's going to be a 9,000 gold lead, Nash for G2. They can play to get triple in it. They can play for the next dragon. They can really do whatever they want at this point. I mean, Broken Blade is level 17 to Flesh is level 9. As we watch the fight. I mean, but yeah, that speaks a little bit to the game, doesn't it? I guess Lebrov is level 11, so it's not that big of a difference. But you can see here, like Vitality, they can't enter the fight. There's nothing really you can fault them with. It's just the state of the game is so difficult. Karsi is able to get Lebrov really low, and that's why Linces can use the paranoia onto him. And then Knock-Knocko wants to follow the engage, but he gets pulled back by the Kled, and he ends up dying as well. And it's just...
messy
across the board.
Messy, and no bar to pull them out of the hole that they have dug themselves into. As G2, 10k ahead, will push through the bot side. It does feel like it all came down to that 4-5 minute period where G2 were just moving around the map so much better than Vitality, picking up kills in top, kills in bot, making sure that even though Vitality did get onto Soul Point, after that point they were so far behind. You can see the gold leads like individually 3k, 3k, 2k, 2k. It is not an NBA game. In fact, it's a game of League of Legends.
It is a game of League of Legends. I mean, it's also a shame because the first few minutes from Vitality were pretty good. Like, they got a decent lead onto Linces. They got the first few drags.
Fiesta was in a really good spot, roaming around the map. Oh, flash taunt. And there is enough damage immediately to shed the skin of the Casio. Linces tries to get on the backline, but with a Cataclysm and a Shockwave. Oh, it's a bouncy castle. Caps doesn't even fall, only Knock-Knocko survives. And G2 will just push in for the win. Knock-Knocko with the 6-pack TP. It gives him a shield, sure, but I don't think the shield matters too much when you're immediately relegated to standing on your fountain. G2 will close out game 1 here as Vitality continue to struggle to find form in some.
A much better game from G2 though. I think they bounced back from a rough early game really well. And Caps had one early death, but apart from that, he played against this full dive comp really nicely. He was baiting them in, playing on the edge really well. And across the board, it just felt like you could really tell that G2 was a much better team.
Yeah, very much agreed with you. I can see the analyst that's getting ready next to us, but I haven't been told to hand it over to them yet, so we have to continue talking. Now I can hand it over. There we go. AD, take it away.
Thank you so much, Medic. Wow! So, Medic, I'm actually super surprised that you didn't flame Camille's support more. We know that you hate it. And I'm joined here with two Wash top laners who feel like they have a lot to say.
Hey, embrace it, bro. It's time.
Come on,
I mean,
it's time.
let it go.
okay,
Let
You're
it
about
go.
to be a dad, bro.
That's true. To be honest, some of the things that Flashy did on Camille this game, I did as well. At some point in my career, it just happens. It's one of the struggles of learning the champions because supports, some of them are just a little bit slower to pick up on them.
Yeah, I mean,